Hey everyone, I'm going to share my cornbread dressing recipe. You know, the holidays are here. Thanksgiving will be Thursday of this week. So I am making some cornbread dressing, and I just wanted to show you what I do when I make my dressing. Um, what I have here is cornbread that I baked Friday. And to me, the best cornbread dressing is when you use day old or 2-day old cornbread, because if you make a dressing with freshly baked cornbread, to me it's a little too I don't know, it's something about old cornbread when you make your cornbread dressing. So I'm going to show you what I do to make mine. I am preparing this for, I'm taking some of this to work tomorrow because we are having our Thanksgiving dinner for my team tomorrow, and I'm also going to save half of this for my family. I'm going to put it in the freezer. So what I do, once I mix everything up, I will put my unbaked cornbread dressing in the freezer for Thursday morning, and then the other half I will bake that tonight, put it in the refrigerator, and then carry it to work tomorrow, and then we're going to heat it up again. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going to add the Trinity. If you're familiar with the Trinity, what this is onions, celery, bell pepper, and I do have some red bell pepper in here just for some color. I have sauteed this in chicken stock and also a little butter. Now, to me, when it's time for holiday baking, I don't care much about watching my calories. So the Trinity is cooked to these vegetables are just about already done. Oh, wait just a second, let me get my serious spoon to stir this in. And I want to show you this spoon. Look at this spoon. Look how long this is. Now, this was my mother's spoon. Now, she didn't work at a commercial place or anything like that. I have no idea where she got this from, but I use it for mixing. I use it when I make my gumbos and things of that sort. So all I'm doing right now, I'm just incorporating the Trinity in with my crumbled cornbread. And I really hope this bowl is big enough for all of this dressing. Okay. Now, what I'm going to add now would be my seasonings. I use sage. I will also be using poultry seasoning. And depending on what it tastes like when I get everything mixed in, I may add a little salt, but I'll taste that later. Now, I really don't have exact ingredients. This is the poultry seasoning that I'm adding right now. I'm going to start off now with 2 tablespoons of poultry seasoning. To this, I will be adding some stock. This is the sage. Okay. Let me give this a stir before I add the liquid. I just like to try to get everything incorporated really well. Well, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. Most people like Christmas, but I like Thanksgiving because I remember as a child I would be in the kitchen with my mother, watching her cook all of this wonderful food. And I think that's where I got my love of cooking from. Now, I grew up with 5 brothers. I don't have any sisters. And she would have me in the kitchen. Really, I was her dishwasher. She never did let me cook anything, but I did learn a lot just by watching her. And I'm glad she had me sitting in the kitchen with her. Okay, so we got that. I also add to the dressing, I have here some diced chicken. I also love to have the giblets added to the dressing. That's just how we had my mom, how she prepared her dressing when I was growing up. And you know, you have a tendency to kind of do what your mom did when you grew up. Some people, or depending on where you live, use bread. To be honest with you, I've never tasted a dressing made with bread, but I'm pretty sure it's good too. But this is the way I do it. Now, I'm going to mix this all in, and then I'll start adding my liquids. I also will be adding to this mixture some cream of chicken soup with a little water added to it. Some people use a cracked egg to keep it all bind together, but I don't like messing with eggs. So I find that using cream of chicken soup helps a lot. Gives it a good flavor. Okay, got that in. I'm getting ready to add my chicken stock. Just plain old canned chicken stock. Okay, that's 1 can. Let me give it a stir. I don't like my dressing to be runny. And I also don't like it dry. Okay, let me add the other can. I also have some stock from the chicken that I boiled with some seasonings that, if needed, I will add that to this. Okay, it's looking good. I think I need to add a little bit more poultry seasoning because this is a really big bowl. And I will also add a little black pepper. There's my poultry seasoning. I'm going to add about another tablespoon of poultry seasoning to this mix. Give that a stir. Oh, and I have to say, if you're familiar with Beautiful Soul, she has been sharing some recipes lately, and I really like that. I know my channel started out as a natural hair channel, but to be honest with you, I've gotten a little bored with some of, well, I think YouTube is now saturated with a lot of different tutorials. Although I do watch all of the videos that I can, I just like to change things up a little bit, you know. So if you have a holiday recipe that you like, feel free to just, you know, upload a video. You would be surprised at how many people may need a little tip on, especially during holiday season. So let me add a little black pepper. Give this a stir. I'm going to taste this to see if there's anything else that I need to add. But making cornbread dressing is not difficult at all. To me, just like making, baking a turkey, it's really not difficult. A turkey is just a big old bird. That's it. If you have the right seasonings for your turkey and you have patience and time, your bird will come out perfect. I don't stuff my turkey. I bake this and we have this on the side. And then serve it up that way. So I'm going to taste this, see if I need to add anything else. I don't think it needs anything else. It tastes really good. So I'm going to finish stirring this up, make sure everything is well incorporated. Put it in the containers that I'll be baking it in. Then I'll be right back. Okay, 1 second. Okay guys, I am back. I have separated the old Southern style cornbread dressing. And like I said earlier, I'm going to take one to work tomorrow. I'm going to freeze the other one for my dinner on Thursday. And just to recap, when you're planning a holiday meal or any big meal, if you prepare and prep prior to the day of or the night of, it will save you so much time and stress. Things like cooking your cornbread a few days earlier, putting it in a Ziploc bag or freezing it, chopping up your Trinity, putting it in a Ziploc bag, having it in the refrigerator, cooking some things ahead of time. There are some things that are able to be frozen until you are able to bake it and cook it. And cornbread dressing is one of those things. You can mix it up, put it in the freezer, and then the morning of your Thanksgiving or Christmas meal, you can pop it in the oven and let it bake. I usually let mine bake at 350, covered for a while, and then I take the foil off and let it brown real nicely and get a little crispy on the edges and things like that. The same thing with cakes. You know, you can make your cake a day or two before. They're still going to be fine. You know, you don't have to wait until the night of or the day of a holiday to try to cook everything at one time, because you will not be able to enjoy the holiday because you're tired. At any rate, I just want to come on and just share another one of my recipes, and I'm pretty sure Beautiful Soul is going to come back with another one of her great recipes that she's been sharing with us. And thanks, girl, I really appreciate that. I love cooking, and it's just something that just satisfies my soul. So until the next video, you all have a great day and a great week. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.